Hey, what's up, peeps? Happy Friday. Happy weekly message with the yoga preacher. I've cleared my space. I've said my prayer of protection. We don't want any negative juju while we deliver this message for you. And remember to sit back, take 3 solid deep breaths, and just do it to ground your energy. Do it because it's important to do that and to take this seriously, the message seriously. Or take it for entertainment purposes. I have the song Better by Khaled. I listen to this song when I'm manifesting. Because the song says nothing feels better than this. And if you're manifesting and you're listening to that song and you have something that your heart desires and you just really, have this emotional feeling that nothing is better than this. Like, I'll give you an example of something that is, nothing could ever beat this gift, and that's true love. That's true unconditional love. Nothing is better than that. I dare you. I triple dog dare you to come up with something that feels better than true unconditional love. I'll wait. I looked at the clock. It was 1:43. 1 minute, 43 seconds in when I said that. So if you use music to help you to manifest, because you need to draw up that emotional feeling as if what you want is really happening. So that's why I like that song, because it gets me in that state that, ooh, nothing feels better than this, and this is what I want. And not everybody will get true unconditional love, so go for the second best thing, freedom. I've always said that 2 of the greatest gifts that we get as humans coming to Earth to get our PhD or your bachelor's or your master's, whatever degree you're going for in the spiritual school of Earth University. 2 of the greatest gifts we're given is true love and free will. And I don't want anyone to mess with my gifts. The saddest thing in life is that people will go 6 feet in the ground without either one of them. It's tragic. So, anyway, take your breaths, set an intention. Let's manifest a wonderful message for you for the week. And it doesn't have to be this week. It could be timeless, as they say. This message is timeless. I like that. This is timeless. It's whenever you watch it. All right, first one that jumped out. 4 swords. So somebody has arrived and they're getting some public recognition. Somebody got a promotion. Somebody finished a project and it makes them feel really good. But in any case, this accomplishment comes with some judgment, and that is good because here it's showing people just adoring you. They're like, look at you. Yeah, they're celebrating you. Your ship hasn't come in yet, but yet you've done something. You got your hands on your hips like, ain't I the shit? And judgment says, yes, you are. All right, let me go on because, again, I love to tell the story, but I also want it to develop. Because I don't know about you, but there are times where I'm listening to a reader. There's a couple that I follow that I absolutely adore, and some that I am determined to meet in this life. Well, they'll tell the story and it's like, oh man, that's the energy, and then it changes as it develops. And I'm always like, why do you start off that way, breaking my heart? And then you mention good things coming, our way. And then it's like, oh, it's a great reading after all. So try to avoid the things that irritate me. 3 of Pentacles. Look at that. Somebody is receiving. Again, so here we have you standing at attention, receiving public recognition and admiration. And then here we see you getting your money. And what's in the middle of that? Judgment. So whatever it is that you did in your life, you're going to get rewarded for it. Judgment is coming in, and you're going to get, and the reward is going to be in the form of cash money. And then we have the justice. You've judgment and justice, you guys. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to one day get some good camera angles and have this facing so you can see the cards. Oh my God, something's coming in me. You guys do this. Wow, that just shot right out. A sneeze in the middle of a reading is confirmation, spiritual confirmation. So there you go. 4 Wands, you arrived. And people are there celebrating you. This is your judgment. Then you have people giving you money. It's either giving you money or energy. Yes, and that is your justice. So we're starting off with rewards for efforts made by you. That's awesome. That's 4 across. Let's see. What else do you want the person watching this video to know? Sorry guys, I'm on the iPad. I have it angled. I never know where to look. I'm like, Apple needs to create something where we can put a marker like, look here. So that when I look into the camera and you're watching, it's as if I'm talking directly to you, looking at you in the eyes. If you're not just listening. All right, let me just focus here. Let's focus on the next message here. We've got 4 Wands. We got some public recognition, and that is from your hard work. Oh, this card keeps coming up a lot. This is the card where you're looking at yourself and you're falling in love with yourself. You're appreciating what you bring to the table. You're appreciating the energy you're bringing into your life. And you're no longer looking for validation from other people. You're also taking care of your health. See, and it's at the gentle page stage. You've been through a lot, but now you're going to be at a higher level. And before you go to the higher level, what's the saying? Higher level, more devils. Before you go into higher levels, you're really gearing up by coming into yourself. You're going to need that if you're going to be up against bigger devils. Because if you're not, the devil will use all of your insecurities against you. When you're at the Page of Cups and you get past this stage, can nobody say anything about you? They can say you're fat, ugly, piece of shit, don't know shit, dumb as a box of hair, and it won't even matter because you're going to be laughing all the way to the bank, right? You're going to be laughing at all your haters. But you got to go through this, and maybe you are there. The Knight of Cups, romantic figure, masculine energy or a man, one or the other. But this masculine energy, this man is on his horse. He has a cup. He's super romantic, wants to offer you romance, love. So that's 6. And I'm going to stick with 6 because this is the 2022. 2022, 222, 246 is the year. It's a 6. 6 is the year of lovers. I'm not surprised that we have the 6th card as the Knight of Cups. Excuse me while I sip my water. Because information's about to go down, and you know what happens when we start speaking. You know? Devil wants to shut you up, but it ain't happening today. I don't know what I want to go to next. I want to go. Oh, we'll go right to the yoga preacher. So, yeah, your throat starts to clog up. You know, your body. There's a lot of like superstitions about like, you know, when your right nipple itches, when your left toe is achy, when all these body things. And so I always feel like when you're in a place to help people and to give some spiritual knowledge, this starts to itch because, it's either because energies, are trying to block your message, or, your throat is starting to open up because you're really speaking up. So it's opening out to speak up. Today, I'll share with you, I had a sudden urge to just really scratch my crown chakra. And, you get a little hair itchy thing. If you got products in your hair, whatever, you get a little itch, and I was itching. And then it was just, it just got intense, like this one spot. And I had to stop and looked out the window and looked up in the sky, and I'm scratching my head. I'm like, what? What is going on with this? Because this is not, it was hot, it was sudden, and it wasn't like a hair product or, it was clearly the crown chakra. And so I looked it up. You can look it up. Everybody has their resources, but it was a clear message that something was happening. So I don't know what it means to you. I feel like I need to say that because if the top of your head is itching, or if you have a condition on the top of your head, I don't know. I felt it today. I don't know. Somebody thinking about me? I don't know, but it was stronger than usual. You know what? I've been shuffling this, and I just heard put it aside because we want to go and play with my charms in my charm bag, because when I channel this reading and when I'm done, I always forget the most fun part is the charm bag. And this charm bag is probably about 500 or 600 charms. And so I hope I can pick out different charms than I did last week. Although getting the same charms just means that the message from last week still carries on. But I like to get new messages. I do. So I'm putting the Yoga Preacher deck away to open up to the charms because they're fun and it's playful and I love it. You'll be charmed, I'm sure. Forgive me on the bad jokes. I might need my glasses for this. I'm gonna keep my glasses on standby. A skateboard. Well, if you're old like me and you're on a skateboard, you better wear some gear. Wear some knee pads, elbow pads, because you can slip and fall. You can fall down, and go boom on this thing. But it's a skateboard, so whatever this means to you, like playful, transportation, movement. It's not like big transportation, but movement, play, having fun. Oh, the Garden of Gethsemane. The song that's playing is I Only Want to Say. Andrew Lloyd Webber is a brilliant genius. I wish we had more gifted people like that. Hamilton is gifted like Andrew Lloyd Webber. I was actually very surprised when I watched Hamilton, and I came out like, wow, this is Andrew Lloyd Webber talent. This song, all I want to say is the song, it's based on, obviously the Bible. It's Jesus Christ Superstar. You don't even have to believe or be religious to enjoy the shit out of that. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. But this one scene is like the vocals of, I forget who the name of the singer. How could I forget the name of the singer? Oh, now I'm letting it play because I want to see. It'll come to me. But the singer has like this incredible voice and hits the high note like the best rock star ever. And then the song is about wanting to give up. Keep practicing, because if you're riding on one of these things, you can't just jump on it and like, those little cement walls that curve and do tricks and flip the board. You don't do any of that unless you practice. You can't be successful unless you bump up and bruise yourself a little bit. So that's like about life, it can be fun, but if you want to go to new levels where there are higher devils, you need to practice. And in this song, it's about giving up. Jesus wanted to give up. He was in the Garden of Gethsemane, which is also known as the Garden of Olives, where he was on his hands and knees saying, I really don't want to do this. I don't want to get my ass beat and shred for humanity, but I'm feeling weak and can I please give this up? But I can't give this up, and I have to go through the mission all the way through. The greatest divine contract of all time was the one that was held by Jesus Christ. And he was a real, I don't know if you want to say man, but he was real. It's not like he was a spirit that we have to believe in. He was real, and he was tortured and beaten. He was a rebel. He was a rebel to the religious people. They hated him. The church hated him. He hung out with freaking people, sinners. Whether you believe it or not, he married a whore. He married Mary Magdalene. And when he turned the water into wine, it was his own wedding. This is my belief. Doesn't have to be yours. And I hope that it didn't turn you off because of what I believe. Because Jesus can be anything that you want. But from what I know from my personal relationship, Jesus married Mary Magdalene. And if the King of Peace, the Prince of Prince, the Savior can marry a whore, what does that say? It says that forgiveness is real, and he can take things and make it pure. And you know what? His disciples hated on Mary Magdalene, hated on her, because she had Jesus' ear. She was the divine consort. She was the divine feminine to the divine masculine, the ultimate divine feminine. I went through all that because of this song came on. And there are times in my life when I feel like I want to give up. I think about the greatest healer, the greatest teacher, the biggest rebel of all time, who taught us how to forgive, who taught us that you can manifest what you freaking want on this planet. He taught that. And when I hear this song, I think of what he went through. And when I know, and there are times when I want to give up, when I feel betrayed, when I feel like all those things, I put the song on. You know who did a remake of this is John Legend. He actually did a good job. I was a little skeptical, like, I don't know if anyone could sing this better than the original singer. I gotta find his name. I can't believe it's right here at the tip of my tongue, and I can't get it out. But John Legend did a great job remaking the whole soundtrack was remade. John Legend, this is the piano. As I was speaking about John Legend remaking Jesus Christ Superstar, did a great job. So there's a piano. That's John Legend. Rain. Rain, feel it on my fingertips. Hear it on my window saying real love's coming down like rain. There's a song titled Rain by Madonna. It's a beautiful song. But rain to me is also auspicious. Like rain means abundance, raining down, showering you with abundance. So this means something to somebody. Here we go. Black Obsidian came up again, but it's snowflake. It's the snowflake kind. But it's the stone of protection, and it's called snowflake because it looks like it has snow. Look. Isn't that beautiful? Somebody's protected. Listen, this came up again. And I dig to the bottom to get the little pieces. Anywhere between 400 to 600 charms in here. And the Herkimer Diamond came up again. I told the story about this. I don't feel like I want to get into the story about it now. I'm already 19 minutes in, trying to keep this under an hour. I haven't been successful in the last 2 readings because just a lot comes out of me when I do these. And so the Herkimer Diamond came out. The Herkimer Diamond is the stone. This is the crystal that charges all other crystals. This is also known as the dream stone. So if you're trying to remember your dreams, or if you're practicing lucid dreaming, which I've done for years, you might want to have these stones alongside your bed. So it's the dream stone. So make a wish and wear this and manifest, and this will help you to manifest your dreams to come true. This came up again. We have the dog for loyalty. I say this again because I do this every week, and a lot of these charms are coming up again. So it's like the energy is still flowing. The story that I tell every week is developing and changing, and some things are still where they need to be. Here's the other charm that came up. It's the Black Obsidian, and it's like a little dagger, and I think about it about the truth because it looks like the Ace of Swords. And so this is saying that you're protected by your truth. The truth will set you free. It'll set you free indeed. What's this song? Stand Still. This is a leaf, a green leaf. Nature. It's also one leaf, so sometimes it could represent the fall, but it's very green. So I'm going to say that this is, oh, it matches me. Do you see the leaf? Because it's really green, I'm going to say that this is going to represent the Church of the Great Outdoors in the spring or the summer. So whatever you're manifesting will happen in the spring and the summer. I'll leave the anchor. I think of the Coast Guard when I think of this for my son. But I also think of anchoring and grounding, like somebody's really anchoring down, like they're getting deep roots. Because that's what you do with the ship when you want the ship to stay. You put out the anchor, and the anchor grounds you. So this is either a call to get grounded, or somebody is getting grounded. A little bow tie. It's a little celebration, getting all dressed up. It's the weekend, so maybe you're doing something fun. Oh, here's the steering of the ship again. So the steering of the ship, so the captain of the ship, the leader, is getting grounded. And this could also, just direction where you're going. It's grounded. Now I'm going to wear my glasses for the last several pieces. Glasses. Oh, I have a little tiny tarot deck. This is so awesome. Because it's, oh my goodness, you guys. I think it's justice. It's justice. I just dropped it. Okay. Because this is so small, I want to say it's the justice, but I want to be absolutely certain. So I'm going to actually use my magnifying glass on this because even the readers can't pick this up. So this is, bear with me. Oh, it's Temperance. See, I knew I needed to check it. It's Temperance. Temperance is about patience. It's also about balance. I don't know if you can't see it. But it's also about balance. It's about an even flow because you'll see the angel pouring one water into a cup into the other, like back and forth. And this is a call for balance, for an even flow of feeling, particularly in relationships, because it's about emotions. And what do I always say about balance? I'm going to say it again. You know what? This is what I'm going to say, because I'm going to make this fun. I always say a phrase about balance. If you know what that phrase is, send me a message, DM me on the Yoga Preacher page, on Facebook or Instagram. You can send me a direct message, keep it private, and tell me, what do I always say balance is? And I will give you a free reading. That's a great value. Your own personal reading. If you can tell me what I always say about balance. And it's in this reading. Oh, this says never give up. Now, what did I say about I Only Want to Say? The song titled I Only Want to Say, in case you want to go on YouTube Music. From the soundtrack, Jesus Christ. Ed is the singer. Ed Neely, I think? Ed Neely? Anyway, he's got a great rock and roll voice. I said I play that song when I feel like I want to give up, because in the movie, or the theater soundtrack, I don't even know if you call it's a movie, but it's really a Broadway play. It's a musical. That's what I want to say. It's a musical. It's the scene where Jesus wants to give up. He knows his time is coming to be the sacrificial lamb. And he was feeling weak. And how you think can, an incarnate of the Holy Spirit, who demonstrated magical powers, walked on water, changed water into wine, healed people, healed someone's ear that got cut off by one of his disciples, brought Lazarus to the dead. I mean, you had all the magical power. Can you imagine if a human being stepped into their power to match the power of Jesus? Because Jesus said we have the same powers. But you have to have the belief that's big enough to move a mountain. And nobody on earth has the faith to move a mountain. I haven't seen it. But if people did have that power, this world would be upside down. We wouldn't even know how to handle it. Maybe that's why no one can walk on water, because we don't know how to handle that kind of power. We can't even handle money. We can't even handle the money power without wanting to blow up other countries, never mind having the same power as Jesus. But I'm saying all this to say that this says never give up. And I said, when I want to give up, I think about the moment when Jesus wanted to give up, because he did. It was the prayer where the picture of Jesus praying in the Garden of Gethsemane, going, please God, can we skip that part of the contract? Can we just wipe that out? Get some spiritual lawyers to look this over. And then as he was praying, he thought, you know what? How ridiculous is that? I must carry through my contract. Never give up. When I want to give up, I listen to that song. And I feel better about my tiny little self when I want to give up. I think of the holiest of the holy on earth saying, I want to give up. That goes to show you how difficult earth school is. It's really that difficult. Give yourself some credit. If you wake up every single day, ready to take on another day, give yourself credit just for saying, I commit to the next 24 hours. Joy comes in the morning. I'll do it all over again. Every journey starts with one step. Yes, it does. And joy comes in the morning. When you want to give up, say that prayer or do something. Do something. Find something to motivate you or to inspire you from the outside until you can inspire yourself from the inside to get up and live that life and to live out the contract that you said you would do, because that's why you came to earth. What's it say? Do you do what you love what you do. Do what you love what you do. To me, that just says live as authentically as you possibly can. Because when you live authentically, you're going to love life. This is the same one. It says, and after all this time, it's a little deer. After all this time, I already knew the answers. After all this time, what I thought was true is true. After all this time, you finally realize. This says make a wish. Make a wish. Make a wish. And then it says success, success, success. It's like a turning wheel. It says make a wish, make a wish. Wishing on a star to follow where you are. I'm wishing on a dream. So let's make a wish since it's here. On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Make a wish. I made my wish. I hope you did too. All right. Keep calm and kill zombies. So stay calm and wish your haters well, but far away from you. Wish your haters well, but far away from you. That's what I'm getting from that. Wish them well. Forever. So forever is a lifelong commitment. So I don't know. Maybe someone's going to make their dreams come true and make a lifelong commitment. That's a beautiful thing. I'm going to pick one more because we had a lot of repeats. We're going to pick one more charm for the overall energy. Just one more. So I'm going to do this and let them all slip out. Well, this is selenite. I'm putting that down because that's just, I'm putting this away too. It's a block and that's easy to pick up. So that's just a crystal for positivity. Okay, one more for the overall. I'm gonna let it drop, and I feel this, and I'm feeling a crab. Didn't this sucker come up last week? Crab. So crab is yummy, yummy. I posted a picture of my son holding up a crab coming in Alaska. I mean, it's the Alaskan crab. It's the jewel of the ocean in Alaska. So, really good meat. I don't know if you like crab meat, but it's also the sign of Cancer. And the thing about I'm feeling is that crabs have the toughest shell, right? But they're mushy, gushy, ushy on the inside. They don't want you to know that. Super soft on the inside. And then, it's a lot of work to get the meat out of the crab. That's why I think it's so expensive. Even it's harder to get the crab meat out. It's like a lot of work. More than lobster. This song is all about all by myself. Don't want to be all by myself. Crabby. Stop being so crabby. Cancers or crabs are it's like the crabby. They're really moody little fucks. But I love cancers. My best friend and my best childhood friend, Paula, was a firecracker. She was July 4th. She's my best friend. Cancers can be a lot of fun, but they can be wet blankets too. Crabby. So whatever that's worth, crab was the overall energy. So for what crabs mean to you, let's continue on with this reading. I'm going to go and get something from the Amira deck. You don't see this played a lot in readings. But she does online live readings on YouTube. I never, it's funny. I like her cards, but her readings online never resonated with me. So let's see. The deck resonates with me. So let's see if we can get 6 cards to go with the 4 of Wands. Oh, all right. Well, this wouldn't be a story if Darlene didn't have to get off her ass and pick up a card. And I do pick them up off the floor because I feel like Spirit is always telling me to make sure you keep moving. So, hold on. Oh, my body's sore. I've been training at the gym. Oh my God, HIIT training at that. Yesterday I did modified burpees. Friendship is like the greatest gift. And look at that. friendship. So your friends are celebrating you, perhaps. Maybe that's what you're arriving at. Your friends supporting and cheering you on. Well, that's good. Let's see what happens after that. Let's see what's under judgment. It's nice to have support from your friends. Blonde female stayed in my hand. Blonde female. This is the blondest. Oh my God, my stomach just growled. Listen, I don't know if the audio picked up my growling, but when your stomach growls, again, that's another signal that what you're saying is the truth. Like growling and sneezing. But we get the blonde female under the judgment, under your judgment, blonde female. So maybe you have a blonde friend that stands out more than the rest. Okay, if you're my friend, because the people that watch my readings are my friends. I don't have any. Not that I know of, like strangers that just happen to come across my readings, because I don't have the view count that would make YouTube want to push out my readings. You have to have like large view counts for it to like randomly come up on your feed. So I know my friends are seeing this, friends and family, people who are close to me. Oh, isn't that funny? Friendship came up, and I just mentioned that only my friends are the people who watch these things. So your judgment is the blonde female. So maybe it's me. It's the blondest I've ever gone. I've gone blonde, but this is really high. And I have somebody awesome who says, yeah, we can do this. We can do this to your hair. All right, let's keep going. This deck is also hard to shuffle because it's odd. It's like super odd in shape, so you can't really grab it. So let's see. We got friendship. We got a blonde. The blonde female can also represent divine feminine. Ooh, good. Fell on my lap. Communication. So somebody's going to receive. So this is receiving money, but I always say that money is just energy. So it could be receiving money or receiving energy. And we've got communication, so you're going to hear more about what you're receiving. So if you don't know what it is, if it's like receiving good energy from your friends or money, but it's going to come to you from communication. Like maybe you're going to get a phone call that says, hey, you've got that job. Your friend referred you for that job and it's going to pay you. Or you're going to get a phone call regarding, I don't know, some good energy, your good energy. So let's see. Let's not come to any conclusions. I gotta keep reminding myself. Let's see. All by myself. That's the saddest song. Why did I put that on playlist? Because it reminds me of my childhood. I just saw a white orb flowing, and my incense, my sage is not burning, and it's not like I have critters in my house. What did I say about the coins? I just said, see, I love when I say things and I'm pulling cards that confirm what I'm saying. And we're doing this right out the gate. We're only 30 minutes into this reading, or 38 minutes. So didn't I say communication was going to come through about money, or, money is just energy, or energy being brought to you. And I saw money, and I see lots of coins, and it's under the justice. So if you're in negotiation, contracts, communication, you're going to get some news. Money's coming in. Oh, I don't know, did your friends owe you money or something? Or your friends are gonna be the ones who are gonna be celebrating you. I say friends are family. Friends are family that you choose, because you have family from DNA, and then you have, like I have friends that I call my family, and they're the family that I choose. So it looks like your friends are going to be celebrating you on a judgment that's in your favor. One in particular that stands out is this blonde chick, the blonde divine feminine, something very light, very spiritual. Money is coming in. You can see yourself receiving it, and you're going to find out about it. Wow, a card that was on the table that I picked up fell to the floor. Spirit wants me to get up and move again. So I'm going to say that because the card was on the table, that there's going to be some big movement with communication. So I got to get up. So excuse my bum side as I bend down to get this. I don't even know if you saw that. I had to get up and pick up a card that was already on the table. Wait a minute. It was the money. This is blowing me away. I thought it was communication. Money. I had to get up to get the money again. I had to get up to get the money again. Somebody has to, it's almost like somebody had to get up again. Somebody had to dust themselves off. Somebody who is in the spirit of that song I was telling you about, Never Give Up. Never give up. Somebody had to dust themselves off. Congratulations, because it's bringing you more money. You're going to hear about it pretty soon. Please, if this is your reading, what song is this? Stupid Boy. The song is about somebody who's dumb enough to actually let something go away. So whatever went away, did you see that? Wait, listen, I just saw another orb flowing this way, and this is not, it's not the smoke, people. So you know what? I'm going to say this. Took somebody a long time to figure out that they can get up after falling, after being sabotaged, after being fired, after losing. Somebody who didn't give up. If you're at a point where you want to give up, this is your reading that says, don't fucking give up, because your reward is near. So if you happen to see 222 a lot, 222 is the biggest sign that you can get that says, have faith, don't give up, because your miracle is right around the corner. Somebody's going to hear about money coming. Something is coming in. Money or whatever it is that's valuable. I don't want to, money's not what everybody's after. If you've got a lot of money, you're not after money. You might be after love, whatever it is that you have an abundance of, it's not like you're going after that. Ooh, that just slid. Spiritual growth. That is a beautiful thing to go after, let me tell you. And this is under somebody who's feeling mighty good about themselves. Somebody who's reconnecting to their own personal power. Somebody that looks at them and says, wow, I really am that special and that beautiful. I will share, because when you share, you heal. And when you're a light worker, you have to be prepared. If you're going to be a successful light worker, you have to be prepared at moments to share your journey, because that's why your journey is difficult. The more difficult your journey is, especially from childhood to wherever you are, your challenges are there to build your testimony, to build your personal power, to build up your own inspiration. Nobody worth their salt who's made big changes in their lives had an easy life. This person who's learning to love themselves is going through a big spiritual growth. Again, I'm going to go back. Spirit's like, remember what you were going to share? Because it's kind of embarrassing for me to share, but I will share that there was a time in my life where I thought I was ugly. There was a time in my life that I actually thought I looked like a boy. Because there are people who will not like you looking the way you do. If you have like a unique look, or you have a feature that stands out, people will say things to make you feel insecure about it. And I dated a person that would say to me that I was ugly all the time there. And then I remember waking up one day and looking in the mirror and saying, well, if I'm so damn ugly and I look like a boy, why does that person want me? But you can be so beat down and verbally abused so bad that you actually believe what they're saying. Until you step into your personal power, until you step away and you say, you know what? I'm really not that bad to look at. You know what? I'm really smart. I mean, I just had a professor tell me that I'm really brilliant. That we just got to get you to believe how brilliant you are. There was a time in my life where I really thought I wasn't smart. There was a time in my life where I thought I looked like a boy. Because I believed it. Till I looked into that cup one day. When I was in my spiritual development. So somebody is spiritually growing. And that spiritual growth comes from within. It has to grow from within. You can't spoon feed somebody spiritual growth. You have to go through that. Somebody's going through that. And again, I think I did this the last time that card came up. If you are growing spiritually, congratulations, because that's what we came here to do, to grow. We didn't come here to be comfortable. We didn't come here to just hear what we only want to hear. We came here to be challenged. The thing is lining yourself up with people who maybe don't think the same way that you do, but are smart enough and intelligent enough to say, let me hear the opposite opinion of mine. Let's grow from that. So, somebody's growing. Spiritually, they're growing. They're growing spiritual muscles. Not just regular old muscles, but spiritual muscles. Those are the best kind. All right. So the Knight of Cups, who's feeling mighty romantic. Maybe because after realizing that they have a lot to offer internally, they finally got on the horse and said, let me go make an offer of romance. Of romance. That's it. Nothing more. Just romance. And romance is, I don't know, if you're a Leo, Leos love romance. We are romance. I'm probably one of the most romantic people. I love romance. I love it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. This is sticking on my hand, so I'm going to take this. And the mature man loves it too. So the mature man, or again, it's a man, but it could be a woman with masculine energy. So if I say man, woman, because I see a male figure, it still could mean female, but a female who has masculine, who's very heavy on the masculine side. We all have masculine and feminine. We just gotta balance it out, which is difficult. But this romance is coming from a man or a female with masculine energy. So what am I seeing here? Oh, bottom of the deck. It's the destiny. This card is talking about the destiny. The destiny is the friendship of a divine feminine, right? Or a man with masculine, feminine energy. There's going to be some communication. It's going to be about energy. Lots and lots of energy. Money or human energy. Because you know what? How you make money? You get off your butt and make it. You use your intellect. You're using the energy of yourself to make that money. If you don't have money in your life, if you're not seeing the cash coins flowing, think about where you're spending your energy. Because energy given is energy received. That again is balance. If you're not getting the money from the efforts that you're putting out, stop wasting your energy. Go back into looking into yourself and regroup and then go recreate. I believe in miracles. 222. That's the sign of miracles. The song is saying you believe in miracles because somebody's arriving. They're going to get their judgment and their justice. I get so excited. The judgment and the justice is right, is in the middle. This is in the middle of justice and judgment. Receiving the money, the coinage. You see that? The money. Money, 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 money. I would not be surprised if that song came on from the OJs. I believe in miracles. So let's see. Let's keep going. Oh, let's use another tarot deck to clarify what's on the table. Because what I'm seeing, I'm hearing, my energy is going like this right now. Like my body's going like this. So what I need to do is take a deep breath. Sometimes I can get excited when I do these, especially when the cards are good. Because right now, I don't really see any challenges on the table. And I've got 12 cards down. I see that your friends, to the person watching this, okay, person watching this, your friends are going to be celebrating you. They're going to be supporting you and celebrating you because you have a very special angelic person coming into your life. So male or female, it came out as a blonde female. I'm going to say an angelic human being, okay? And you're going to receive really good energy. Or I see it could be money too, but you're going to hear about it through communication. And the justice is going to be even more energy or even more money. Maybe you could be even waiting for an offer from maybe you interviewed with somebody with blonde hair. I mean, it could go that way too. But there's a lot of really good energy on the table, and it could be in the form of energy of a person, like the good energy of somebody. That's priceless, but it's going to be abundant. And it could, if it's not the energy of a person, it's the money. There's an opportunity. And either it's because you've looked within and had some spiritual growth, or that is going to be the beginning of you looking in. Like sometimes when blessings come in, it can make you fall on your knees and be thankful. And that's going to bring you some spiritual growth. Sometimes miracles that you believe in that actually happen can bring you closer to your spirituality, because you can be like, wow, that took a miracle. Only an act of a miracle could do this. I will share that it took an act of a miracle to make me surrender to the Spirit, because I was ready to give up on the whole journey, and I demanded a miracle, and I got it instantly. I'll tell that story again, but in the way that I did it, I put my guts on the line. Most people wouldn't do things that crazy, but I did. Story for another day. I promise I'm going to write about it one day. And then the Knight of Cups, I don't know, because this is about love. Right? Look at this. He's like, do I make that offer? Do I get on my horse? Because things are going really well. I don't know if I want to chance it, but I feel like that miracle happened because it's my destiny, right? With somebody in my past. It's a past life connection. And it's to the Ice Queen. The Ice Queen is the Queen of Swords to me. So it's a woman who speaks her truth. Yeah. All right. We're going into this tarot deck for clarification on this. So let me see this. This, I don't like when cards are like that, so I'm going to flip it so they're all going in the same direction. The only thing about this deck is sometimes the cardstock is so thick you can't do the super shuffle that I like to do. So let me do this instead. My energy is rising as I'm shuffling this deck. I love when that happens. Like I'm sensitive enough to feel that my own energy is changing as this reading develops. 3 of Swords, 5 of, my glasses on, maybe not. So I've made too many mistakes because 5 of Swords. Yeah, someone is putting their sword down. And now the challenge starts. Okay, now the challenges start. A song is, I put a spell on you. So if somebody put a spell on somebody to get things moving, it didn't work. Look at this person's in the rain just crying. The swords are all down. Like everything they tried to do, it just didn't work. I'm going to go back to that. Oh, some of these cards are hard to... Six of Cups. Oh, man. This person's just sitting there. Cups are spilled. Some are standing. But this person's like reflecting on the past. Like, oh, what do I do? See, this way, this person's like enjoying, remembering the past. And just, there's something beautiful about it. But this one is like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if what I wanted, I should go back and get it. And it's attached to the blonde female and the Judgment. But in this, it's kind of sad. It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And that's after like the rain, like sort of giving up, like on the knees, surrendering to the spirit. That's what that looks like. I put my sword down and I surrendered to the spirit. And it's over friendship and listen, and being celebrated. But maybe that's happening because somebody is celebrating, surrendering, not celebrating. But I'll celebrate somebody surrendering, and my right palm is itching, and that's receiving. That's this. Receiving, good energy coming in, money coming in. So it looks like your friends are probably like, finally, you're surrendering. Finally, you're giving in to what you need to be doing, and we're going to celebrate that. And the Judgment is the past, thinking and reflecting of the past, right? Let's keep going. And my right palm was itching at that, so it's about receiving. I'm putting this back in because 3 of them popped up, and I don't want 3 right now. I just want 1 at a time, please. 1 at a time. I'm going to clarify that's 2 of them. This is my last time doing this. 3 of Pentacles, where you're receiving your rightful energy and your cash. This is after the Judgment. So maybe you're going to get a job offer because there's communication in here too. There's communication. And 3 of Pentacles. Oh, come on. I should have taken that one, but I didn't. All right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to clear this. All right. Next card. If it's more than 1, I'll take it. Because it just... Guess what pops up? 1. The thing is I'm going to put this one back in because this deck was made to be read in reversals, and I don't know if that was upright or reversed. So let's do this again because this is important. This is over the 3. Thank you. I'm going to make sure I pick it up properly. Let's see. Oh, this is good. 6 of Swords. Somebody's moving on. Moving. Somebody's moving. Something that was stalled is now ready to set sail. That's good. Look, you got your pole you like, ta-da-ta-da, ready to go into the sunset, right? That's over receiving, okay? And hearing the good news, getting the communication. It's going to set you in movement. That's beautiful. That's good so far. Actually, that one card with the rain, that's actually not bad because I see somebody, you know, when life requires you to surrender to your knees in the rain, like every rom-com that you could watch, you know, those romantic movies, always somebody in the rain, you know, some romantic scene that's always in the rain, isn't it? And so that's the feeling that I get from this, is somebody's putting their swords down and they're saying, I surrender. And the friends are like, finally. Yeah, dumbass. And also just kidding. No, you have to have friends that'll talk to you like that. I talk to my friends like that. You know? I do. And they like me. They do. My friends like me. Let's see. Going back to find the song that's playing. Midnight Train to Georgia. Going back to find. Going back to find. Ooh, let's play some time. Two of Swords. Usually it's about a choice or a decision that needs to be made. And this person's having a difficult time. And what's that over? It's over the justice and money. So maybe they're having a hard time deciding. Do I want what's rightfully mine? Right? I mean, I don't even know really what is there to decide on, but it's like there's, I don't know, but it's very, it doesn't look pretty. You know, it looks like it's very, like hell. Does something not look like hell? Here, at least when you need to make a decision, you know, there's information that's not there, but here you would think in the reversal that the confusion wouldn't be there, and maybe not, but it's going to be hell. I don't like the way that looks, but two cards came out on that one. So, oh. Okay, God, you're really, this is really intense. It's the Ten of Cups. This is the happiest. This is ongoing contentment in the realm of the heart. This is emotional fulfillment. This came with this card. Like, do you have to go, I guess you have to go through a little bit of hell before you get to this. Because it is your justice. But money is the foundation here too. Money is involved in this happiness. Or maybe somebody has to make a choice between money and just financial, material happiness or love happiness. Material happiness or love happiness. And maybe somebody is still in hell about the options of like, what do I want them both. And you can have both. But right now on the table, that's the challenge. This is the lesson you're learning in life. Stop it. Go back in there. So on the Page of Swords, I want clarification. I don't know what I said. Page of Cups. Learning to value yourself and the spiritual growth that comes from that. Let's get some clarification on that one. Thank you. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I love one card on that. Thank you. Right on my lap. Ooh, the Lovers. The Lovers has to do with the choice. It doesn't show that here in this card, but I know in traditional, it's about choosing. And I say you choose yourself. You're choosing yourself. And that is the lesson that you're going to learn in life, is sometimes you have to choose yourself over other people. You're choosing yourself. If that's a choice you have to make between you and pleasing everybody else, please choose yourself, because you're going to get a nice, big-ass spiritual diploma for learning that lesson. And I'm telling you something. When you learn that lesson to choose you and to love yourself, you will never, ever doubt how you feel about yourself. You'll never doubt what you're contributing. You'll never doubt about what you have. And that's powerful, because I will never doubt my energy. I will never doubt what I know intellectually, intuitively. I'll never doubt, like, whether I look like a boy or not. Do I look like a boy to you? I don't think so. And I'm never going to let somebody tell me. You know, I've had women compare themselves to me. Like, people who are insecure will say things to bring out the insecurity of me because they feel like shit. I gotta thank every single person that did that, because it helped me to really go deep within to the page. And once you grow in this way, can nobody take it back? Yeah, look at this. Under the Knight of Cups and the Mature Man, so we got the most romantic, one of the most romantic cards in the deck. With the Mature Man, we have, wait a minute, we have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is about healing. This person's going through a massive healing. I want you to see how the light is shining down and they're opening up. That's what this card looks like to me. But rather than like opening up, this one is like, I surrender. I am on my knees and I surrender. This is saying, go ahead and give it to me. Give me my healing. In the reversal, this person's afraid of healing, right? This is how most people are, really afraid, because healing is a very, it can feel like a lonely experience. And oftentimes it is. That's why when people need to heal, they like to find distractions. They'll find people outside of themselves. They'll find food, drink, drugs, other people, because they don't want to face themselves in their healing. But here, over the romantic Knight of Cups and the Mature Man, they're saying, I am open to the healing. So because you're open to the healing, we're gonna, because I was called to bring the shadow side of the deck. The song is called Cinderella, right? Yeah, because this person was like a Cinderella in the earlier part of their lives, you know, when they have the ugly stepsisters who try to take things away, and they're saying you're not worthy, and they did that because they were afraid of how special that person, how special Cinderella was, right? So Cinderella is like the ultimate story about overcoming your haters. But since the Mature Man, or the woman with masculine energy, is now on their romantic horse, opening to the healing, the dark stuff, we're going to look and see specifically what that could be. No, let me shuffle. Sometimes, you know, my ancestors, I always, you know, I work with my ancestors. I love them. And I always thank them for the answers. I say, thank you, ancestors, for guiding me to the answers. Whether it's through scratching the crown of my head, or, you know, feathers from the sky, or, you know, me saying something and turning on the TV or the radio and hearing what I said back at me. Like, these things happen. So let's look at what you're healing. All right. Paranoia. Oof. Stop smoking weed. No, just kidding. It's like a side effect is the paranoia, right? When you smoke weed, like it's one of the side effects. Somebody's just paranoid. You gotta, you know, if you're paranoid because of your insecurity, that's one thing. You can work on that. But if you're taking something that you think is helping you get over and it has a side effect, you know, you may want to talk to your doctor. You know, I'm not here to give medical advice, but you may want to talk to your doctor and say, you know, I'm feeling paranoid. Because feeling paranoid is not your natural state. You know, you weren't born with paranoia. That's picked up along the way, you know, with energy and people and situations and experiences. If it's not medical. If it's medical, you know, it's medical. Go to the doctor, get some balance. But if you're paranoid because of things happening, it could be a result of the darker stuff that you need to heal. So paranoia came up. What else? Because we all know. Okay, I'll take them. We shot out, so we're going to take them. Somebody who's just being withdrawn. Don't want to be all by myself. Somebody's withdrawn. And they're sad. And I'm starting to feel that energy. You can withdraw from the world and be a hermit. But that's actually positive. To be the hermit is intentional. Like I'm going to go and I'm going to meditate and I'm going to grow and I'm going to look at myself or whatever. But the stuff that you're going to need to heal is this feeling, this withdrawn and loneliness, because she looks sad and lonely. And sometimes you can withdraw from people when you feel a certain way. Maybe that's the way you protect yourself. I'm picking up sadness. And maybe you withdraw because you're paranoid. Like, what would they think? What would they say? What would they feel? What would they... Well, if they know, if I just withdraw, they won't know. So feeling guilty. This is a useless emotion. I've spoken about this a million times. Guilt doesn't heal. It doesn't help. It doesn't serve. It is the number one goat of useless emotions. So why are you doing it? So instead of feeling guilty, maybe you can do something, say something, you'll know what it is that will help you to release it. Pray. How about that? How about pray for the strength to not feel guilty? How about if you're feeling guilty about something, is there a way that you can say, I confess I did this and it's not right and I don't like it and I feel like I need to be healed. And when you share, you heal. You will always. That's why women communicate a lot. We share in the church. We share in little women when we get together and have wine and we get together and we share and we share and we share and we share. Men don't do that. Because when we share, we feel better. When we communicate about how we're feeling, we feel better. Men tend to stuff that shit down, and that's like drinking poison. It becomes toxic. It becomes toxic shock to the body. That's why men die on average 10 years over the women, because of the heart disease. Number one killer, heart disease. Number one. And it's the men who are leading in that, because they don't share. Because they feel guilty, because I can feel my skin getting like I'm getting a hot flash over this, because I hate it. I hate that people let this rot in their body. You know what you would do? If you went to the doctor and found out you had cancer, let's talk about the crab that came out. Sometimes it could be little. You had cancer. You go and you'd get treatment. You wouldn't think twice about it. You're not going to say, I'm going to let this cancer sit in my body and rot, and I hope it goes away. You don't do that. When you have health insurance, you're going to get treatment. You're going to the doctor. You're studying. You're reading. How do I change my life? How do I live better? How do I live longer? How do I kick cancer's ass? But when you have this in your body, you think that that's not like cancer? Guilt will eat you up. It'll harden your heart. It will kill you. I'm getting a hot flash over this. I'm sorry I'm reading it this way, but this is the way Spirit made me. Somebody needs to heal this dark side of themselves, and they need to heal it fast. That's why I got hot. Look at that. We got judgmental. We got the judgment too. There's a difference. Getting your judgment and being judgmental. Those are the people who are like, ugh, I don't believe in that, and therefore it shouldn't exist. I could go on. Oh my God, it's an hour and 13 minutes in this reading. I could go on about the people who judge. But what I want to say is that the person who is who's opening themselves up to healing, needs to think about how they're judging others. Especially people who don't live the way they live. You don't judge people about the way they live. You don't do that. You live and let live. You got to heal this emotional cancer. Because that guilt will make you withdrawn from the world, and that's what the devil wants. And you're paranoid about it. That's what the devil wants. He's just like, got him. And you know what you say? Get thee behind me, bitch, because I've been empowered to tell you to get behind me. As powerful as the demonic energy is, I'm here to tell you that your birthright is the power to say to that greatest energy, that greatest evil energy, get behind me, get it underneath my foot. And guess what has to happen? When you claim that, guess what has to happen? The devil has to get behind you. The devil has to get underneath your feet just by you speaking that power into existence. You don't have to believe me. You can just test it out. I want you to do that. I want you to test and say, Darlene said that when I'm healing these things, and that when I think I'm gonna be, when I'm usually you're being judgmental because you're insecure. That's what I just heard. Yeah, you're being judgmental because of all these other factors that you need to heal within yourself. You know, when you got a lot of things to heal, you're quick to point out the sty in someone else's eye when you got a damn fucking rod in yours. Okay, so if you can heal all these things, you will be less judgmental. And when you're less judgmental, people want to be around you more because your energy is lighter. You glow more. You just vibe differently when you're more open to let people be who they are authentically without needing to judge it. Okay. Let's put some fairy energy. We need some fairy energy sprinkled on this. Very good reading. But you know, there's some stuff that you need to heal. It's gonna be good for you. It's gonna make you far more attractive than you already are. Right? And you already know you're attractive because you're looking at yourself in that Page of Cups. You're looking at your physical beauty. You're looking at your internal beauty. You're like, wow, I really have a lot going on here. Right? Don't let those haters, Cinderella's sisters, tell you otherwise. Hold on. Ugh. You gotta make the sounds when you're bending down. I've got my little shorts here with my little Incrediwear that I have to wear. It's really good. Incrediwear is awesome for athletes exercising. It's great for inflammation and blood flow. And after taking 2 HIIT classes this week, I really needed it. Because you're awakening your true self. You're awakening your true self. I couldn't have said it better. I could not have said it better. You are awakening your true self. That's why things are going to go in your favor. That's why things are going to move. That's why people are going to celebrate you. The people who are on your team. Not the haters who pretend to be your friends. But the ones who are on your team. Make music. Music is healing, so make music and celebrate. Play, sing. Because you're reaching a higher consciousness, a higher level of consciousness. That is spiritual growth. When you reach a higher level of consciousness, how you look will change. You will change physically. Yes, you will. Because people say, you look different. Kind of glowing over there. You're looking different. What happened? What changed? You know? Let me tell you something. You know what will change your look? Better than any cosmetic table? Better than any cream you can get at Lancome Filings? Better than any high-end anything that you can slap? Better than any makeup? Better than any hair? Better than anything you can put on to make you look beautiful? You know what will change how you look instantly? Love. Fall in love. And watch how people will be like, what's going on with you? You look different. What's going on? Want to change the way you look? Come into a higher state of consciousness and spiritual growth. Greatest beautifier of all time. That and drinking water and getting lots of rest. Yep. Make music. Somebody is finally coming in to their true self. And they're going to know themselves through this transformation and not through other people. How beautiful is that? That you didn't have to do that through other people. All right, one more? Any more? I'm going to do 3 more passes. If nothing jumps out, then we're done with this deck. That's 1. That's 2. Last chance. Last call. Okay, bottom of the deck. Raising your standards. Because when you start to become a higher consciousness and you start to raise your vibration through spiritual growth, the natural next step is raising your standards. So let me give you an example. I'm going to give you a hard one. Somebody who stopped doing drugs. I can't think of anything else that comes to mind, but somebody who stops doing like hard drugs, pills, snorting, shooting, whatever. Drug of choice that's the kind of drug that you take that alters your life. And you stop taking those drugs and you start feeling better. You go into the gym and you're surrounded by new people who support you and you're vibing higher and you love yourself and you're in full fucking recovery. Do you go out and hang out with people who are still doing the drugs? Do you still hang out with people who cheat, rob, and steal when you used to cheat, rob, and steal and you came into your judgment and your justice and you don't steal, rob, and cheat anymore? Do you hang out with cheaters, stealers, and robbers? No, you raise your standards and you go with people who are vibing at your level. If you used to vibe here and you're vibing here, you're not going to hang out. You're going to raise your standard. You're going to say, hey, you can come with me, but you got to raise your vibration because you raised your standards. All right, I'm going to quickly do the Yoga Preacher deck because this reading is almost up. My readings seem to be getting longer. I'm only going to do like one. Oh, heart healing. I'm only going to pull out a couple of these cards, but the heart healing matches. I don't know where she went. I got so excited that the cards. Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is heart healing. Not heartbroken. Even though it's broken, Rumi said a heart has to break for it to open. Rumi. I heard that quote a couple of times from somebody. I actually have the book, and it's a thick book too. But anyway, the heart has to crack for the light to come in. The heart has to break for it to open. I'm sorry, it's just a sad part of life. I believe it. But somebody's open up to healing that cracked, beautiful, tender heart. Great. Moving on to the doodle deck. I'm only doing one there. Oh, I'll do the bottom too. And somebody who's a great kisser. Great kissing? You find a great kisser, you found gold. Yes, indeed. I'm a great kisser. I know I'm a great kisser because I had a boyfriend say to me one time, you're such a great kisser that I almost want you to kiss somebody else just so that you know I'm not lying. I said, you want me to kiss somebody else? He's like, no, I'm just saying. He just didn't know how to convince me that I was such a great kisser other than kissing somebody else and getting them to agree that I was a great kisser. But he didn't want me to do, drinks after work, socializing with friends, making new friends. So listen, making new friends says she's gone. She's gone. Daryl and John. Hall & Oates. So you know what? If you're going to make new friends, it's probably because you're raising your standards. Because your vibration is at a higher level. You may not know that now. That's why it's good to watch the recording. Every reading sometimes a reading can take 3 months to really manifest the energy if the free will isn't to totally go a different direction. But if you're going on a certain path and you're looking for guidance on that path, raising your standards. So if you're down here and you raised them up here and the people are still down here and you're sad about it, don't worry, you're going to make new friends. New friends are going to come in and you're all going to vibrate and you're going to still love the people down here. But if they want to be in your energy, they got to raise their vibration. Don't worry if they're not going to. Some people like to just stay there. Don't judge it. That's what the non-judgment is. If they want to stay down there, let them stay down there. because you're going to get new friends anyways. High self-esteem, ready to be on purpose. 999 to me is completion. It's like this. This is what I feel like. Feeling really good about yourself, really good about what you're contributing to your life and to the life of others. And this is saying that happens because you have high self-esteem. High self-esteem. That is going to be your spiritual growth. And that is going to lead you to a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of awareness. Bottom of that deck. Enjoy the sweetness of life because people love you. And you're really going to feel it this summer. All right. All right. She's gone. I need the... he says, I'm so desperate, I'm going to ask the devil to replace her. Dang it. Card fell to the... Ow! It fell to the floor and that one hurt. I got to get that card, you guys, because that one hurt. It's like I went to go take myself off this stool and my foot slipped and hit the little wood there. And thank God I have a sneaker on. But because I kicked it and it hurt, I have to really read this. Opportunities. Didn't I say that somebody's going to call, like somebody maybe you were on an interview, maybe there's an opportunity coming in that was going to bring you this, these coins and new energy? It says, a stranger is about to change your life. Exciting times and plenty of action. Plus, a special family reunion looks likely. So, and I kicked it. So, the opportunity is coming in, and I felt it, and my foot felt it. So, let's one more cookie. Let's see if we can get. I'm gonna pass this through 3 times. If nothing comes out, then that's it. For the message, that's 1. Oh, that's 2. I'm gonna do 1 more because I gotta end this. And last, yeah, that fell on the chair. Good. Okay, so we have 1 on the floor, 1 on the chair. You hold on. Where'd that go? Oh, of course. Oh, picking these up are hard because I have no nails. All right, perseverance. You may feel like you're getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. I can't make this up. Don't give up. What did I say? In the charms, we had don't give up. And then the song, The Garden of Gethsemane, and I told the story about not giving up. Whoever is watching this, who feels like surrendering is the worst thing to happen, surrendering is not giving up. Surrendering is actually the most powerful thing you can do. Surrender to the challenges. Surrender to the divine if you really want to lift. You know? Or surrender to whatever it is that you believe is looking out for you. Oh, no. That's right. It's here. Oh! Ooh. This says challenges. What did I say? What did I just say to you today? Challenges. Take time out from problems or conflicts, or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. So I know I need to hear that because sometimes I can be like, but it's like sometimes you just need to just be gentle. Be gentle with yourself first, and then be gentle with the other person. And so I said the challenges, you're going to persevere because there are challenges ahead. You feel like you feel like you're not getting anywhere, and it says don't give up. Don't give up. Challenges are a sign of life. So if you're not being challenged, you're not living. And if you're not living, you're not growing. If you're not growing, you're not living. Right? And we already saw spiritual growth. So you have to have challenges at some point in your life. If you're going to be a person of anything, you're going to have challenges. Accept them. Bottom of this deck, accept them fearlessly. Challenges in your love life. This is probably the biggest area where most people are challenged. That's why 99.99999% of the readings are about love. Because why? Because it's the only thing you don't have control over. People think they have control over if you manipulate or you tell people, you tell a person that you love that they're ugly, that nobody will want them, that they're useless, that blah, 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 blah. That's a form of manipulating somebody's will. That's a form of abuse. It's verbal mental abuse. You can go that route to get love, but I promise you this. I promise you this. I promise my life on this. If you do that to people, it will backfire like a motherfucker. You will live a miserable life. One day you'll turn and the tower will come and everything will fall apart because of the abuse that you give to somebody else. I promise you that. You'll never get away with that. Love life, bottom of the deck. Affairs of the heart could cause future problems, but take heart, as difficult situations will be resolved by a good decision this week. So, Alanis Morissette, you ought to know. I want you to know that I'm happy for you. That song is about somebody getting heartbroken because of the challenge of a love life. Somebody's moving on or something. Somebody's obsessed. That song's about, we had that up with the lyrics with Jennifer Holliday. So the challenge could be that somebody who's been verbally or physically abusing somebody for so long made somebody feel like that they weren't really worthy. And when that person who's been manipulated finally wakes up, comes into their spiritual muscles and raises their vibration, and when you heal from a cracked heart, you come out of that, you come out powerful. Can nobody tell you nothing? Can nobody tell me nothing because of the challenges I went through? So challenges are a sign of life. When you come out of that, better than gold, better than cash money in the bank, better than anything the material world can give you, is a high self-esteem, unmessable spirit. I'm telling you, it's a challenge, but it's one that you can overcome. You've got to persevere through that because you got a lot of great things happening. Shadow work is going to be difficult, but it's nothing you can't do. Oh, that's actually the line. That's the extension. So we're going to end with Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. I hope you had a beautiful day. Hope you did something fun. And keep your dreams alive. Get a Herkimer Diamond. If you need help, get the Herkimer Diamond. The energy, it's my favorite crystal. The energy from that stone, put it in your pocket, put it in your bedside, and then hold it when you're manifesting. Hold it when you're feeling insecure. Hold it when you're starting to feel judgmental. And use that as a way to remember, you know what? I've got some great things coming in my life. I gotta face my shadow. Face my shadow stuff. Heal that shadow stuff. You're gonna be vibing so high. We're gonna be talking to you like this. Hey, how you doing? Actually, I won't be because I'll be right there, side by side, right? How do you like the view up here? Peace. Hope you have a great weekend. Or if you're watching this on any other day, I just hope that you have fun and that your day is beautiful and you step into your spiritual power. Vibe high, people. Love you when they're playing. Say women, they will come and they will go. Hey, when the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You'll know. Yes, you will. Peace.